I've been living and loving, paying the bills, keeping things real, man, you know the deal. But when it's time for me to unwind, I gotta go someplace where the sun can shine. And there ain't no better place than out in the country. There's gold in them hills and I'm gonna find it. It's a sight to see, you can't believe how the color of gold makes you lose control. Well, there's gold in them hills and I've got the fever. And there ain't no other place that I'd rather be.
Welcome to Gold Fever Adventures. I'm up here in Idaho. Can you believe that? I'm up in Idaho. I came up here to check out a mining claim. Yes, I acquired a mining claim way up here in Idaho. I'm kind of up here in the northern part of Idaho. I'm probably east of Golden and west of Elk City, so I'm up here a ways, but behind me there's snow. Yeah, I was lucky I got up here. There's snow drifts across the road and I had to be in four-wheel drive and slowly went, through those just to make it here. There's drop-offs on both sides, so I was kind of scared. I can't drive all the way up into the claim, but I am on the claim now, so I'm going to walk up here and explore. Supposedly there's a little old cabin on this claim. I've got my metal detector. I'm going to be using the Minelab Equinox 800 with the larger 11-inch coil on that, and I'm just going to kind of swing that around. And there's a creek right here. It's called, I believe, Laggett Creek. There's supposedly gold in there too. That's right, gold in there. So I'm going to put a pan in there. That water's going to be ice cold. I'll tell you that right now. It's going to be ice cold. But I'm going to put a pan in there and see if I can find myself some color. I'm all the way up here. I can't believe it. I made it up here. It's a little chilly for me, it being in Arizona. This is a real chilly. I'm going to have to get a jacket or something on too. Put a pair of boots or something on because I'm only in tennis shoes. I did put long pants on though, so I did do that. But anyway, I see quartz on the ground all over here and bedrock. And so, hey, this is going to be quite interesting. But hey, sure appreciate you guys coming along and sharing on these adventures. If you like these videos, please subscribe to the channel. If you're one of my Patreons, hey, thank you guys an awful lot for supporting the channel. But anyways, I just want to thank you guys for coming along and sharing on one of these adventures. So hey, let's just go check out this mining claim. Well, this is what's left of that cabin. Not much here. It's all caved in pretty well. Man, that'd be brutal living up here though, wouldn't it? That had to be brutal. Brutal. You see, they vlogged it. They did some work. If history could only talk. Looked like a good place once upon a time. Had the big cross member across it. The front, had the logs going up there. But over time, all the snow and weathering and water and moisture brought it down. Well, I've swung the detector around a little bit. I found a couple tin cans. I'd like to find his stash. He must have been working this creek right here, is what the miner must have been working. But I'm going to continue swinging this detector for a little bit, and then I'm going to kind of walk up further off to where the main part of the placer part of this mine was at. This is what I'm finding, just a bunch of this type of stuff. Just lots of old cans all the way up through here. Lots of old cans. Now, up here in the middle of nowhere, dig up a stinking pull tab. Go figure. Probably old coffee can lid, I'm going to surmise. Looks like there may have been a wood structure here once upon a time. There's some remnants, pieces of wood there around. And there's another little cabin right there. Yeah, might as well dig up the old 22 shell. That rang up a number 2, you know. 2 is good for gold. Well, there's a bunch of claim information right there posted. Location and all of that. Must be close to the mine. Look at this big old long metal pipe right here. Wonder if they hydrauliced up and through here. That's possible too. There are a lot of little, little rivulets that they would have made. That's possible. Oh, check this thing out. What do you think this was? Huh. It was a crapper. Wow. I'll be damned. Huh. Man, it's thick back in here. You know, it's been a long time since I've walked on snow. I think this is where they were getting a lot of their material at right there. Got to swing the detector over that. Then this may have been the doorway. Right here is probably the door to go in. Build it right inside there. I wonder if he's got a stash around here. You know, they stashed a lot of stuff. There's a ton of quartz all around here, though. Tons of quartz. Material sure looks good. Lots of quartz. Nice reddish dirt. That's a pretty old can, all rusted up. Well, there's an old road that goes up there. So maybe they did more mining up in there too. Nice clearing right there, nice little opening. Yeah, this area's all been cleared off. This was a campsite, I guess. I detected around here for a little bit, found a couple bullets and a couple newer cans. That's the road that goes back down. That'll probably lead me back down to the truck, I guess. So better start heading back down there. Look at that, frickin' penny. It's not even old. Clear up here, a frickin' penny. Wow. I think there used to be a gate right there. It's gone. Well, there's the truck. Well, I didn't find anything metal detecting. Now what I think I'm going to do is take my trusty gold pen. I got a 1/2-inch classifier here. And I'm going to go on down to this little creek right here and I'll do me some panning. See if there's any color in this creek. Had to muster my way up and through here. I wanted some of these cobbles, some of the stuff like this here. Plus, you know, I can get into this piece right here. That's a little fast. I don't want to get out there. I don't want to get too wet. Yeah, should be good for starters. This area looks good. You can see it's like got a little some rocks in here, a little waterfall, and right behind it, slow spot. You see some more cobbles, a little bigger rocks. That'd be a good place to dig into. But I got me a little bit of pan right here. I'm gonna pan this here on out here. A little bit of black sand. Let's take a look in there. Well, I don't see no color in there. I don't see no color. Let me get it from a different place. Tell you what, that water is cold. Woo-hoo, that's cold water. Cold water. taking a little peeky. Oh, there's a piece of gold. There's gold in there. I see gold. Yes, there is. You see that? There is gold. Yes, there is. Woohoo! And I found a little piece of gold. I think I'll give me another scoop out of that hole right there. Man, I'll tell you what. That is some cold ass water. This little rock here looks like it got gold all over it. Look at that. More gold. More gold. Yes, there is gold in there. Yeah. We like gold. Not a lot, but hey, you know what? There's gold. Well, I guess I ought to start making my way back out of here. Crossing some of those snow drifts, you know, kind of scared me a little bit. Like right there, there's a patch right there. I don't like to drive over that stuff, especially when there's drop-offs on the other side. I had to four-wheel it over some of those little patches and go really slow and hope I didn't get stuck. There's no cell phone service up here either, so I think I better start heading out of here. But hey, I found the cabin. What's left of it, there's nothing really left. And did a little panning, got to explore. This would be a good place in the summertime to come up here. It's towards about the middle of May right now. So I'm thinking like in June, July, August up here. This might be pretty good to be up in here and explore, do some metal detailing. There's a lot of good ground down in here. A lot of good ground to dig in and play in. Maybe I'll go get me a bucket of dirt and haul home. And you know what? I should do that. I think I'll go get me a bucket of dirt. I saw a really good spot down here that I undug. That might be good to get inside that culvert right there, huh? Yeah, but I saw a good spot. Let's see if I can find it again down here that I uncovered. Let's see, where was that at? I think I crossed the creek right here. I hate to get wet, so get out here as far as I can and then jump over there. Yeah, right here. Look how nice this dirt looks. Nice and reddish, got some quartz and rock in there. This is nice looking dirt. And it's right below that cabin right there too. I'll just take me a little bit in a bucket back home, play with it, pan it out later on or something like that. Well, that should do it. That's a pretty good sample. I'll fill my hole back in here. If you look at some dirt like that, see it's just brown, it's just dirt. There's no rock or nothing in it. So I'm going to probably surmise this is probably part of the creek. Once upon a time, it was clear up here. All these rocks, so they mined someplace in here and threw all these rocks out. Someplace over into here. Well, now all I gotta do is haul this back to the truck. Well, this was the road I had to drive on. As you can see, most of it was, you know, pretty decent road. But every once in a while, come to these snow drifts. There's one pretty thick one right there. That's not the scary part. The scary part is if you go overboard, whee, slide off. Whew, this was the scariest one I had to go through. That's pretty deep right there. That's pretty deep right there. And to slide off either side wouldn't have been good. Whew, but I made it. Wonder if there's any bears up here. You know, when you're up here walking around by yourself through these mountain woods and stuff, you hear a lot of stuff. You think, oh, what was that? What was that? Was that a bear? What was that? Is that a person? Did somebody sneak up on me? You know, you question every sound. You hear a little whistle and you think, oh, there's a hunter there, or there's somebody camping. I came up on them or something, you know. But when you're with somebody else, you don't think about a lot of that type of stuff. But by yourself, it can be a little bit spooky, if you know what I mean. Made it both ways. Now, just got to continue on down out of this mountain. And right there off the highway, there's a campground right here. You know, camping right here. You can hear the creek in the background. Just kind of would put you to sleep. Yeah, nice and peaceful. It is nice and peaceful up here. You can see the road right there is the one that takes you up to the claim. Here's like the end of the campground up here. Cool little table they made out of logs. This place has their own little fire pit and grills. Wonder where all this dirt come from. Huh. All this pushed up dirt. Wonder where that all come from. This is gravels. Wow. Wonder where that come from. It's like it's been classified and then just dumped here. Well, this is a nice little campground here. This is where you'd want to camp at right here, especially if you got like a Jeep or an ATV or Razor or something, and then zoom up to the claim. The road to the claim is right next here, so you can camp right here and zoom on up there. That's perfect. You can get almost any rig up and through here. But anyways, that was it. Got to go up there on the claim. Got to explore the claim. Did some metal detecting. Just found some trash. Nothing good. Got in the creek. Did a little bit of gold panning. And yes, I found a little bit of color. So yeah, that's pretty good when you find color, huh? But anyways, they were calling for rain or snow later on. So I'm going to head on back down to the other campground where I'm staying at. I'm staying down there. I think it's Grangerville, where I'm staying at down there in that campground down there. But this is pretty up here. This is awesome up here. So anyways, want to thank you guys for coming along, sharing on these adventures. So you guys all be safe out there. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you guys. So you guys all take care. Leave me a comment down below what you guys think. What kind of videos would you guys like to see more of? That's what I'd like to know. But anyways, till our paths cross again, you guys all be safe, and thanks for coming along.
I've been living and loving, paying the bills, keeping things real, man, you know the deal. But when it's time for me to unwind, I gotta go someplace where the sun can shine, and there ain't no better place than out in the country. There's gold in them hills, and I'm gonna find it. It's a sight to see. You can't believe how the color of gold makes you lose control. Well, there's gold in them hills, and I've got the fever. And there ain't no other place that I'd rather be.